Good morning. This is Judy from Artistic Artifacts in Alexandria, Virginia, and I gotta say it, Happy New Year. I hope everybody made it through the holidays. Sometimes they can be really difficult and really hard, and sometimes they can be really great and happy and festive. And then, of course, then we get into January and all of that excitement and build up and everything, and we're like, boom. So it's for me. This is a really tricky part of the year. So for those of you that it's hard for, please, I say, you're specifically saying hello to you, and those of you who are festive and creative and excited and have extended family, bless you for your family and all that you have. So it's seems to be an extreme time of year, and dealing with extremes are always hard, but they happen. They happen just in spite of ourselves. So we're happy that you're here. Thank you very much for being a loyal, dedicated customer of Artistic Artifacts, and because without you and without my great staff, we wouldn't have the amazing gains that we have. I mean, it's what has happened in the last year is amazing, and what we have mapped out for the next year, for this year, it is 2023. I already had to write the wrong date on a check. So, and yes, I still write checks. It's just amazing what keeps coming to us. So it's the opportunities that we have to share with you is really wonderful. So, is anybody there, Kyle?
Yeah, lots of good mornings. Good mornings from all over the U.S. right now. Roanoke, Winchester. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Jen and I think that's Chris are of course on. I see Kathy. Chris says, love your new dress from India.
Yes. I'll talk a little bit about that. I traveled a long way to go on a shopping expedition.
Oh, hold on. I got to say this one out loud. Good morning from the soggy Santa Cruz Mountains of North Carolina.
Oh, soggy.
That's a description.
Yes, yeah. We actually remarked on the fact that we saw blue sky and some sun this morning. We were really happy. We haven't had rain. It's not been soggy, but it has, it's always very dreary. And I need sun. So it's been tricky. But as I said, we gained an awful lot this past year. We launched a new website in that we updated it. We worked with a little bit of making things easier to shop and groups and interests and things. So that was in January of 2022. And that was quite an undertaking of new photography, new products, and as I said, arrangements. So that was there. We were really pretty adamant about not changing the whole checkout process and shopping cart process, because I don't know about you, but once I get used to something and I want it to work the same way. So we did not change that. We just kind of dressed it up a little bit and made it look a little more fancy and that type of stuff. The other thing that we gained was the new telephone system, which was supposed to be easier to use and to be able to have more personalized messages for you, and to be able to change the message on the fly. But first, to be able to change the message, you have to be able to log into the administrative portal, which was a little bit of a problem for me. So I'm getting a little better at that after several months, but that's been a whole new thing. So when you call the store, it's going to be answered by an automated attendant, and then it's going to give you a prompt. You enter a 1 if you know the person's extension. So you enter the 1 and then you listen for the prompt. And if you want to get to the store, it's extension 1001. So that's kind of, you can enter that by entering the prompt and the extension. but I always have to laugh because all the automated attendant messages say, please pay attention because we've changed the instructions on you. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try. And then, they get into the second message, part of the message, and I have no clue what they've said. So I have to go back and repeat it. But so that's been interesting. That's been good. So that telephone system has been a whole big change. We have celebrated 1 year with Comments Sold, which is a unique interactive selling where we are able to have live conversations about products that we're selling you, bringing you a little bit more of our specialty items that really had only resided in the store, and we had not been able to reach our customers across the country and across the world with these products. So that has allowed us to really expand the accessibility of our unique products to you. So we celebrated a year. I think they will, I know they had a great sale in November to celebrate that. And we appreciate you taking advantage of it. So that was a really great thing too. And I know that there's several of our customers who are really regulars on this, what we call Comment Sold, because that's the platform. But it is an app. So you can go to the App Store, any App Store, your Android or your Apple, and search for Artistic Artifacts and download the app. It is, of course, free. You're going to want to sign in and create an account. You can store your payment method in there or not if you feel. You can shop anytime if an item is showing inventory. Then there's times where we have special sales. So the next special sale, I think, is the 26th. Chris can correct me if I've got that. I think it's going to be...
it's not this Thursday, next Thursday?
No, not this Thursday. And that will be a lot of the things that we put together for Kaffe's visit, which of course is a huge gain for us. So in September, Liz Kettle and I went to Italy to team teach a class near Lake Bolsana, near Rome, an hour and a half north of Rome. Lake Bolsana is very close. Isto di Castro. So that was a really fabulous trip. We were there before and after the class, so it ended up being about 2 weeks. We have some wonderful journal pages, mixed media journal pages that were created by our 15 students, and the people that joined us on the tour. I think feedback I got was some really great things. This was the second time that we've done it, so we are still learning. And if anybody has visited Italy before, you know that you have to be very flexible because you're on Italian time, you're on Italian style. Nothing's engraved in stone. Unless you go to the Stone Monster Park with us, which is engraved in stone and really pretty cool. So that happened in September. We do have our dates. Liz and I will again go back. We would love to have you join us. There is a link on our website that is Creative Retreats, and it gives you a link to the email to Italian Cultural Tours, which that company is our partner in this adventure. And so we do have that, and we are taking deposits to hold your space. And Lewis is our contact there. So he will give you some information. We are limited by our facilities, so I think 15 people is the max that we can take. We do have a studio, we do work on art, we do create art, and then we go and be part of art and visit these fabulous places that are outside and walking through towns and villages, and really Renaissance art that's outside. Some really great experiences. I can go multiple times and always see something different. So that's there. Then we had Kaffe Fassett and Brandon Mobley that came in October. This was a great gain, an absolutely amazing gain for us to have them come. We arranged a lecture at the Masonic temple in Alexandria, a historic building that held 250 people who attended their lecture on Friday evening. And then we had classes here on Saturday and Sunday. And then we had a sit and sew on Monday. We have the beautiful, Kyle, can you show them? We have the beautiful Berninas that were designed by Kaffe. And so we were one of the first dealers that had them on the East Coast because that's where they were joining us. We do still have stock on these machines. They come with absolutely fabulous gifts, especially when you buy the embroidery module, which this is the year of embroidery with Bernina. There is many great things coming from Bernina that have to do with using your module for what I consider non-traditional machine embroidery. So they've developed a new hoop that allows you to quilt a block, a square. It's easy to use. It's wonderful. So we will be presenting that to you all this year as well. So Kaffe was huge for us. We definitely increased how much Kaffe fabric we have. We created kits, which are new for us too. We don't do a lot of kits, but you can see that will happen a little bit more. Show them how much fabric we have, Kyle. We have lots of Kaffe. We received his 85 collection. There's more Kaffe over here. And you can see these are some kits that we made. We have 10 to 13 of his books that are all here that will work on making some kits going forward. Here, let's show you our front. This is going to be, we changed this up. In our front door is our greeter. This is our greeter for this month. Maybe a little bit longer than this month. So this is 85 and Fabulous collection that we have with him. Also, this is interesting because I haven't seen this before. Maybe I've been missing it, but this is not 2.5 inches. This is, what is it, 6, I think. 6 inches, 85 and Fabulous, 6-inch design roll. Isn't that cool? 2.5 inches sometimes just is not wide enough. This is wonderful. So this is a new product that we have. So Kaffe became a really big part of our experience. Personally, Kaffe was a very important part of design, whether it was needlepoint or knitting or anything. It was just his use of color and going out on his own and having these combinations and listening to how he looks at things. And of course, collecting all kinds of samples of colors, which I do too. I like that as well. So, all right. So Kaffe was a really big deal. And this collection is online and in the store. There are fat quarter bundles, all kinds of things that are available for you. So definitely we will continue having a nice representation of that. Right after Kaffe, I think within 2 weeks, I was on my way to India. So my husband came with me this time. We had a group that we were touring with, again, 14, 15 people. We met in Delhi and we traveled down central India. We were places I know I could never find again. We met amazing artists. We met new people, new techniques. Multiple generations of families were continuing these block art, printing, natural dyes. There's so much to show you. When we've got a Indian bazaar scheduled, and there's a save the date on the computer. It is February. Huh?
On the website?
It's on the website, yeah, on the computer. Ugh, I'm going to blow computers up. It's on the website. Save the date. I think it's President's Day weekend, which I don't know those dates. My piece of paper is back here. So look for that. We'll do a comment sold on Thursday evening to try and make everybody have the ability to participate in this, as well as a special selling section in the store for those days. And then on Sunday, we will have our jams, Judy's Altered Minds meeting at 1 or 1:30. That's on the Facebook Live. That's on Facebook, Artistic Artifacts Facebook group. And we'll be doing a PowerPoint with pictures from my travels. So if you're in the area and can join us, you're welcome to come for that. And let's see, we survived India. I was gone for a month, so that was pretty tricky, and the store and my staff did absolutely fabulous, and I really did buy lots of things, including clothes. So this is a new dress that I got in India. We are going to dip our toe in to having some finished clothing available for purchase. So we have very high standards for the quality and design, and we'll see what happens with how you respond. So the first thing that's coming are jackets, 4 different styles of jackets from Kanthas and vintage Kanthas, and then we will see what you think in multiple size ranges, because this is not a one-size-fits-all body. So that's coming too. So we've had amazing gains in the past year. Without you, our customer and our enthusiast and our loyalist, we don't have any gains at all. So thank you again for that. We made it. We got through it.
Lots of people love your dress.
I know, isn't it cool? It's very cool. Good. It's good to know. Okay. Now it's 2023. I have to go back and get my notes. And, okay, so we started off the year with some changes. Now, any of you who have known me for a really long time knows that technology is not my friend. I've tried a lot. I've talked nice to my computer. I've prayed over my computer. I have cried over my computer. And for the last 15 years that I have been in business, my computers have never failed to piss me off. Never. I don't know what it is. I think I have this strange aura that conflicts with computers and makes them crazy. I'm really serious. You're lucky I'm not crying right now. So, with that being said, we've been working on a new email system for the last 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes. Kyle's trial by fire. Let me tell you, he's ready to light these computers on fire. We're all either that or we're going to take them out and put them in the road and let the dumpsters drive over them.
Fetal position under my desk multiple days.
It's just not my genius. So it used to just happen everywhere. There would be, we'd be at a show and we couldn't get the receipt printer to work. We could be at a show and couldn't get the credit card machine to work. We could be in the store and not get the credit card machine to work.
It could be a cave.
We could be a cave and not get our multiple registers set up. Oh God, I had blanked that one out. That was so traumatic. So traumatic. I thought I had just, oh yeah, that was bad. So it's
Tell me about
traumatic. It's just bad. I'm sorry. So yes, there is a reason why I'm telling you. It's not. It's what does I want to say? It's not all sunshine and rainbows here sometimes. And so anyway, so how does that impact you? It does impact you. If you have emailed us in the last 3 weeks and you haven't heard from us, it means that your email is still in the ozone and we haven't figured out a way to retrieve it. So I'm really sorry. It's very unprofessional, but we are doing the best we can. So please send it again. right? We send it to sales@artisticartifacts.com. The contact forms seem to be coming through, and we have tried to respond to them and answer them. But please accept our apologies. If you have not heard back from us, please send it again. My email is judy@artisticartifacts.com. And for the moment, it seems to be working. So you can get to me too. So what we've done is we've set up individual emails for all the people that are working here in our back office. So Jen has one who, is our shipping. Sharon does our newsletter and web, and Julie is our buyer. But we used to have what?
I have one too.
Oh, Kyle has one too.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
Yeah. But you can't get to him yet either.
No, actually, I fixed that this morning.
You fixed that this morning? Oh, thank God. So you have a couple emails. But anyway, please accept our apologies. Please bear with us. This has not been fun. This is truly par for the course for me, but it's not been fun. So that's how we started the new year. But we also started it with taking inventory, which we do on a rolling basis, but we've never ever closed the store. And I'm really sorry for those of you we had to turn away because we were counting everything in the store. So got a great handle. We found some really fun things. We're going to put together some great creative boxes and for you. That's all coming in the next month. So as I said, we found some cool stuff. That's good. And we also have begun some renovations, which are not done yet, which are happening. So we'll give you just a little preview of the mess, but it's going to be awesome. So we made this door wider. We put it in new floor. We cleaned up our doors. We cleaned up our bathrooms, which if you come to the store today, our bathrooms are not ready yet. Sorry, there's one upstairs, but just be aware, that's a little inconvenient. And we have a straight shot. So we now know, you're not going into forbidden territory behind a single door where actually this is part of the store. So that's been huge this week. So new email system, inventory, renovation, all in, we're not even out of January yet. Okay, coming in 2023. We've now got save the dates on the website. So we're trying to let you know some of these things that are coming up that we feel are special dates. We feel they're travel dates, and we want to give you some advance notice, but the details are going to come. So trust us on this. The Indian Bazaar is in February. Mixed Media Retreat. This is a first for us. It's in May, right? I think it's in May. Yeah, May, which we did announce that in our last newsletter. I mentioned the dates for Italy are on for next year, or is going to be September again, a little bit later in the month. Those dates are on the website. You can there's a link for you to give a deposit for. We have some new classes coming. We have Creative Quest that we held Columbus Day weekend, which is not called Columbus Day weekend anymore, but that weekend we started before CAFE, then we had CAFE, now we're going to go back. And Scott Fortunoff's supposed to come because of all of your help. We won, and the poor guy doesn't have a date yet. So we will have him come and kind of have a meet and greet in the store, and we will have some live interaction going on if Kyle can hold the camera for the long, and just kind of a question and answer conversation with Scott, very approachable. And that'll probably be like a Wednesday or a Thursday evening is when we will have that. So, and then there's a special announcement coming up with our buddy Seth. Okay, Seth has joined the artisans that are affiliated with Free Spirit. That means Seth and fabric. 1 o'clock, I think today, I have to double check. Chris will put a link down because she and I were talking about it. 1 o'clock today, he is going to do a launch. And so we have some really special things that are going to come August, September with Seth and his fabric line, because of course, you know, we're number one fans of our mixed media artists and absolutely love to see them as they transition between the fabric and the mixed media. Gwen will be teaching at our mixed media retreat. Libby Williamson, Liz Kettle, myself, those will all be, and you can tell mixed media and fabric with all of those is really important. So we got Seth too to make the conversion, or make the addition, not the conversion. So we're very excited about that. So please join him on his live when he announces his fabric line. We're hoping to see sneak peeks. I know that it's based on his artwork, which of course is going to be fabulous. It'll be wonderful. And a whole lot of comments solds coming up, and just great opportunities for us to interact with you, our customer. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
The technological issues, are they affecting orders?
No. Or orders are the part that's working. We have been closed for inventory, and that we did announce that. So orders, I know that they shipped a whole lot of orders yesterday, but for the whole week, nothing has been shipped, nothing's left, nothing's pulled. Fabric orders, we're starting cutting today if we get any chance, but as you can see, this room is still empty, so we have some fabric we can't get to. We should hopefully be caught up with that by Wednesday. So yes, great question. We did notify everybody that there would be a little bit of a lag time. Email us if you're panic stricken or have a special date. We'll try to maneuver you on the pile. But we just thank you in advance for your patience. Any other questions?
No, we're good. Lots of well wishes, and I'm assuming that's Chris or Sharon in the comments answering stuff as artistic artifacts.
Okay, yep. Mm-hmm.
People agree with us, computers suck.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
We've got some other people tuning in from across the world. Thank you so much. Canada, Northern Ireland, everywhere else in the U.S. We appreciate all of you.
Yes. Yes.
We have a question about online classes.
Online classes.
If those are going to be a thing.
Let me tell you my feeling about online classes. And I would like to know your feeling about online classes, so you can leave some notes in there. I like to do these Saturday mornings. Yes, they're only half an hour. We do try to make them interactive, and I do try to, I want to show you something. I want to get you excited about how to do something. So it is only, by the time we finish talking and everything, it's maybe 20 minutes. They're free. I just, from my heart to yours, this business, Artistic Artifacts, has been based on education and giving you encouragement and use, and that's what we're all about. So that's kind of where my effort has gone. I have not felt that the important thing for me to do is an online class. Now, you might not even be talking about me doing an online class. You could be talking about somebody else. Liz Kettle does have a Patreon program. Gwen LaFleur does have some classes that she has done online as well. But that's been my feeling, is that who wants a class with me and what class would they want? Whereas and do you want me to spend time, and then I have to be consolidated and I have to charge you, and so that's kind of what my pull is the conflict in me is about giving the free stuff away as much as I can in this format, and as well as a class. And at this point, up until this point, I have not been able to do both. So please leave some comments. Please leave some, some suggestions. I'm fine. I appreciate the feedback. I know it's not easy for Northern Ireland to come to take a class here, or even California, or sometimes even Pennsylvania. I get that. I know that. And is that your preference for how to learn? And what is it that you like about that? Is it set up as a Zoom? Is it set up as a Facebook? So, give me some help here. You guys are the ones that are out there doing the classes and interested in it. So please feel free to email me personally, judy@artisticartifacts.com. My email is working today. But great question. And we struggle with this in our weekly meetings all the time. So feedback would be great on that. I am doing a lecture next Saturday at the Potomac Craftsman Gallery. Not the Potomac Craftsman Gallery, the Potomac. It was the Potomac Guild when I was there. I also am giving a lecture and a mini workshop at Springfield QU the following week. If you're in the area, those are two places that you can Google them. They'll talk about their meetings and everything where they are, and you can join us. That would be great. And then I go to Asheville in May. That's all I have lined up to travel. So, okay, I think we're ready to go. Kyle's pointing at his watch. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you again for helping us with all our gains that we had last year. And we continue to grow and expand our creative energy around the world, and that's our goal. And thank you for helping us with that.